I've always had to be the protector. I most times see the world as something that people need protection from. And I fear that humanity won't be able to do it itself. I fear that there is just too much evil in the world for the average person to be able to protect him or herself from. I went on throughout life to see people as always needing protection from the dark forces that reside here. I just always felt like the underdogs, the people without the power, will always be the ones taking the beating. That they would always need someone like me to stand up against others, who is not afraid to do whatever it takes to fight back and speak out. But while I wanted to do that so badly, I always just found myself in situations where I would get put back into place, where other people would always make me out to be someone not worth listening to, like I was someone who didn't have a right to speak up, like I didn't deserve to. I started to see myself so strongly as the protector, so much so that I couldn't possibly see myself as anything else. After I had children, I have always had a need to protect them. Ever since I went through a marriage gone very, very badly, I have had a need to always protect my heart. I went from believing there is so much good in the world to believing that most of the world is harmful. Mother Nature herself causes harm when she needs to protect herself, so maybe everyone else has learned that those mechanisms work for them too. Maybe if I look at it from a place of compassion, I can see that everyone else has harmed others out of their own self-protection as well. When someone is narcissistic, it's because they have at one point been so vulnerable that they were scarred eventually from another human who took advantage of that, right? And the person who took advantage of their vulnerability maybe learned that this was a survival tactic. That taking from others or taking advantage of others is a way for them to get by and stay ahead. Survival mode is a really scary thing. It used to be a wonderful thing that saved our species, and it is now the very thing that is destroying that human tendency, which is a wonderful thing again. Humanity is self-destructing, and I think that it should. We're moving into becoming enlightened beings, which is far more free and peaceful and harmonious than the human way. Except this evolution doesn't cause you to look too much differently from the rest of our collective humanity. Instead, it's an evolution of the human mind. It's the same human body construct, but with a complete software upgrade. When you no longer have the need to live in a survival mode mindset, you feel really differently. And you don't need to have every basic need met for you to move out of that survival mode mindset, which seems to be a huge misconception. You just need to become aware of the things you are doing and the impact that they are having on yourself and on others. It's not a pleasant process because this evolution can occur in one's lifetime, whereas typical evolution takes thousands of years and never ends, right? The mindset evolution you perform will be one that you pass along to your immediate next generation. But it's also an energy that you leave here to be dispersed when your bodily form fades away. It's a permanent shift that will continue to evolve far past your bodily years.